Welcome to Lesson 1, the preparation phase. First up, we're going to talk some logistics. So when you're thinking about setting up your baseline session, we highly recommend if this is your first time working with Sway, to start with a smaller group of athletes, anywhere between 5 and 10. That way you start to be comfortable and feel comfortable giving your spiel or your instructions to athletes and making sure that you feel comfortable, managing them and watching them do the test. After that, and depending on the amount of support staff that you might have, we've had customers and different organizations baseline test 45, even upwards of 100 athletes in one session, depending on the amount of support they have. The other aspect of logistics is date and time. So of course you're going to coordinate with your coaches and, the building and logistics of that, but we generally advise to allow 45 minutes for testing from start to finish. And we'll break down what goes into that 45 minutes of session of testing time. And last up, you want to think about your location. So of course, that'll be slightly dependent on the number of athletes and the space that is required for them. We recommend that you space them out about 5 to 6 feet apart, especially during the balance test. And when it comes to the location, you want the surface to be a flat, firm surface, as well as have good internet connectivity, meaning a strong cellular data connection or Wi-Fi connection. Next up, it's really important for you guys to feel comfortable creating groups and group codes in order to prepare for your baseline session. So when it comes to creating groups, that is something that must be done on the web portal. So you'll have to go onto your computer or laptop, and when you log in, I'll show you how to create various groups. When it comes time to create the group code for actual testing, that can be done on either the web portal or the mobile app. For time's sake, we're going to see how to do everything in one shot on the web portal. If you want to learn how to do things on the mobile app, you can hop into course number 4 of our comprehensive guide, which goes through this entire baseline session in a much more detailed version. Let's take a look at how to create groups and group codes in the web portal. Now that you've logged into your organization's dashboard on your laptop or computer, it's time to learn how to create a group. On the left-hand side, you'll hit the Groups tab, and most organizations tend to group their athletes in terms of what teams they're on. So if you are baseline testing the men's basketball team tomorrow or whenever, you will create them as a group. And you can go on and create all of your groups right now and get organized for the entire year if that's something you choose to do. You always have the option to delete the group if you made a mistake or edit it, and there's various other actions that you can do from this screen. One of the actions being create a group code. So if the men's basketball team is getting baseline tested tomorrow or even later this afternoon, let's hit create group code. It's already assigned to a group. You're going to choose your protocol, which most likely is that Sports Plus protocol, and your end date if you're testing them today or tomorrow. Give yourself a little wiggle room in case an athlete doesn't show up or needs to come at a later date. It's already assigned to the men's basketball team. You will choose assessment, and this is what we highly recommend for baseline testing athletes. You're going to click this baseline button because you want these scores to be labeled as the athlete's baseline. You have the option to show the athletes their results after the test. Some people choose to do this because it creates a little competition for the athletes to see whose balance is better, whose reaction time is better. Otherwise, if you don't have time for all those fun and games, you can leave that unclicked. Once you hit save, now a code for the men's basketball team has been created, and it shows the protocol that the athletes will be working through. And once they start using this code, all of their profiles will start popping up under this group code.